we fall. And if I fall, I'm gonna get back up again. And if we fall, I fall, you fall, we fall. And if we fall, I'm gonna get back up again. It's the wild and never done. I know I ain't perfect. I may struggle on small things here and now. Lost and worth it. Don't wanna fall away too far from your grace. Sitting all alone, I'm begging, hoping somebody help me. Whatever I gotta do, today I pray this, cause I did you wrong. I know I did you wrong, and I will always get much better, sinning lesser. Lord, I did you wrong, and no more doing wrong. Oh Lord, please give me a chance to come back to you. And if I fall, you fall, we fall. And if I fall, I'm gonna get back up again, get back up again. And if we fall, I fall, you fall, we fall. And if we fall, I'm gonna get back up again, get back up again.
Yo, you know I'm working. Hey, working on my faith, yeah, working on my faith, yeah. Hey, I know I can take it, cause I'm strong in the Lord, and you the one overcame, yeah, yeah, yeah. If I abide in you, you abide in me. Bear the fruit, you know I'm the vine, you can be a tree. Keep the law, even if you fall, keep your eye on me. Fear the Lord in everything you do, remember, cause you did me wrong. I know you did me wrong, but I know you can do better, so much better. You did me wrong, I know you did me wrong, but I'ma give you a chance to come back to me, so you sing it.
And if I fall, you fall, we fall. And if I fall, I'm gonna get back up again, get back up again. And if we fall, I fall, you fall, we fall. And if we fall, up again, get back up again. And if I fall, you fall, we fall. And if I fall, I'm gonna get back up again. And if we fall, I fall, you fall, we fall. And if we fall, I'm gonna get back up again, get back up again.
Cutting the grass, get my garden on, blade on, slicing up sneaky serpents, then I'm skating on. The Lord indeed I'm waiting on. Pearly gave my space at home. Outside yelling, repent or die, they finna to fry, got Satan on them. Blessed indeed, they hating on them. G.O.D. my faith in homie. Watch out for the fake and phony, they finna to fry like cheap baloney. 80 clip, I keep it on me. Keep count so we speak frequent, homie. Make sure ain't no demons on me. Be blessed when they speak evil on me. Look, no ain't no loafing, no ain't no lacking. I'm about that work, stay about that action. All about adding, ain't no subtraction. About that division, you a distraction. Riches in heaven, I'm tryna stack them. Love for my brother, counter react. Go hard for the Lord, no ain't no cap. Now making excuses, we make it happen. Once a snake, always a snake. Watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake. Watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake. Watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake. Watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake. Watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake. Watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake. Watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake. Watch for the bite back.
Bad influence like a Uncle Tony. Let the little nigga come and sip a 40. Call security just for members only. We gon' spot you out just like a pepperoni. Snake and bacon, we be shaking bacon. Niggas say need us on emoji. Cut and paste, make a switch places. The most high, I got the real Adobe. Hammer cracking, nothing out the back, and which one is you? Throw it low key. Washing off the old man on a daily basis. My repentance is soapy. Edward Scissorhands cut him down. See the devil tongue. Don't approach me with it. Try to tell you, with it. Try to tell you, with it. Try to tell you, mama mookie. Biting, big ass teachers like Goofy. Trying to get some of them up in I'm a black goopy. Slipping and tripping like to slip you a roofie. Tear the sticker off, we can tell fake Gucci. Watch the bite back, watch the tight back, watch the fight back. They despite that, oh we like that. Close the Bible, leave the page of smoky. Watch Snapchat, watch the mouth trap, wasn't about that. Got them house cat, they don't count that. Hope they bounce back, never go back to their loogie. Wide around the mouth, Jacket City, if you could, scratching like Pookie. Let the spirit get swole like OG Tukey. Got a cobra on your neck, you don't see it, that's spooky.
Once a snake, always a snake, watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake, watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake, watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake, watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake, watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake, watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake, watch for the bite back. Once a snake, always a snake, watch for the bite back. Bite back. Bite back.
Once a snake, always a snake. Watch for the bite back.
Yeah. Count me out, go and say whatever you want. Go, yeah. But you know we gotta keep the thing going. You know it, you know it. We be on the road. Everybody know we going on right. We be on the road. Everybody know. Now tell me you know it.
Work till we make the living waters flood the whole earth. If you ain't trying to be a party, you can kick the dirt. You got faith without work, show me what it's worth. In tribulations and trepidations, we found it home. He sent the angels, they keep us cool in the heat is on. So while the heathen competing to take the iron throne, he'll come and tread upon their land like a firestone.
Count me out, go and say whatever you want. Oh yeah, but you know we gotta keep the thing going. You know it, you know it. We be on the road. Everybody know we going on right. Yeah, we on the road. Everybody know. Now tell me you know it. We been on the road for the longest. Foxes have hoes, birds on this. Why you asking me about your stupid little money? I don't know your money. Oh yeah. Do you believe it? Do you believe in me? If you believe, then leave and go feed the sheep. Take it from me if you just believe. You can move mountains far away. So go, oh yeah, go, oh yeah, go, oh yeah. Go, oh yeah, go, oh yeah, go, oh yeah. My people gone to slavery, 5,000 miles away from me. Lost and confused, I'm sending you to go and stand for me. Go, so we going all around the world. So we going all around the world. We be on the road. Everybody know we going all right. Yeah, we on the road. Everybody know. Now tell me you know it. You know it, know it.
Play the intro.
The intro.
Wow. Mic check, mic check, mic check.
We give it for the Lord. There's something bad in the midst.
mist. Got a sip from the drink in the mix. In my bag, pull a script. Let it go on the track. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Claim the belt. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Claim the belt. That's a hit. If you ain't standing for the truth, then you don't understand this. Yeah. Big ol' family, hit for corners in Miami, never baby. We ain't charging another foreign answer. Yeah, we giving truth for the Lord. I'm a patient saint when I be in Atlanta. Temptation, I can pray to God and never stop. The Christian church is Holy Ghost inside and catching bodies. Yeah, we giving truth for the Lord. Giving that when I'm down for compliments to relax ya. Split tongue and that laughter. Never back to a pastor. Backstabbing and master. Disguised with a back rub. Cool, we got truth. Something bad in the mist. Got a sip from the drink in the mix. In my bag, pull a script. Let it go on the track. That's a hit. Pull a script.
1 2 1 2 1 2. All praises, all praises, all praises. Shalom, 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 Israel.
Shalom.
Most High in Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. We back on a Monday, 12:30. You know what time it is. All praise to the Lord. Hey, I'm Captain Red. We got
Officer Benaya.
Officer Evershad. Officer Lion Kim.
Soldier Gamaliel.
all praises, man. All praises. So, hey, we going to dive right into it. All praises to the Father. Good weekend this weekend, man. You know, Sabbath was good. Sabbath was fire.
Yes, sir.
Fire classes.
Yes, sir.
All day. So all praises to the Father. We talking about what? What we talking about, y'all, today? The Doctrine of Discovery. The Doctrine of Discovery. All right, we're going to dive into it. We're going to let you know, hey, how not only do the Jews, but these damn Jesuit priests, how they working. They working hand in hand.
Yes, sir.
Working hand in hand, all right, to destroy our people, all right? And it's evident, and we the ones that's going to bring it forth. Because, listen, they have worked hard. They have spent billions of dollars, all right, to hide the evils that they have perpetuated throughout this earth. And it's only one group of people.
Yep.
The devil!
Exactly.
The devil.
It's only one group of people that can do it. It's not a mystery, man. Give me that in Revelations right quick, 2 and 9. It ain't no damn mystery. You know, it ain't no what they you know how they have the little red dragon. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, with the horns,
the pitchfork.
with the pitchfork.
Yep.
Nah, man, it's actual men, it's actual people that the Lord has stated that He has indignation forever. All right, read what you got.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
So the scriptures is saying, listen, He know our poverty, He know our tribulations, what the real Israelites is going through, John and his people. Yep. And He says, but I also know the blasphemy of them who say that say they're the damn Jews. Who are calling themselves the Jews. Even back during this time, you had Herod and his people portraying themselves as the Jews. You got the precept for me? I think it's saying, let me see. Let me get it for you.
24, I believe.
Yeah, that sound right. That sound about right. Acts chapter 24. Yep. Watch this.
The book of Acts, chapter 24 and verse 24. And after certain days, when Felix came with his wife, Drusilla that's the daughter of Agrippa the first. That's the daughter of Agrippa the first. Agrippa was the Edomite Esau. All right, Amalek. All right, watch this. Go ahead. Which was a Jewess.
Which was a what?
A Jewess.
You see what she was identifying herself as?
Yep.
A Jewess. But she was not a Jew. You understand? Because why? You had the history with John Hyrcanus when he was coming and conquering the Edomites, and he forced them. Yep. He forced them to come under the laws. Either you abide by these laws or death. So over time, they took heed to our customs. They learned our ways. They was in our churches, in our synagogues. Get that in Acts, what is it, 13 and 1? Acts 13 and 1.
The book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there Now there were in the church.
Y'all got to pray for us. You know, it's Monday.
Monday.
It's Monday. It's Monday.
Good old Monday.
You know what I mean? We got to, you know, brothers been up all night.
All night.
You know, so pray for us as we push through this thing
Yes, sir.
to bring forth
Yes, sir.
the mystery of iniquity. Go ahead.
Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch
Go ahead.
certain prophets and teachers,
Go ahead.
as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger.
That was called what?
Nigger.
It was called nigger. They was calling Simeon Peter nigger. Go ahead.
And-
Which just means black. Go ahead.
And Lucius of Cyrene, and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul.
Which brought up the Herod, the Tetrarch, and Saul. They all came up in the churches and learned the customs. That's why Saul said, man, he was when he was talking to Felix, he said, listen, I know that you know the law.
Yeah.
You studied in the law because wow, we came up together.
Right.
You understand? So this is what we exposing right here when you go back to Revelations 2 and 9, when he says, I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews, but they not. They not. They the only ones that's going around and portraying themselves as the Jews. If you ask a common Negro in the hood, what is your nationality? They not gonna say an Israelite.
No.
They not gonna.
Right.
They not gonna say from the tribe of Judah. That's not what's gonna come out their mouth. You understand? A GD,
You're going to get about 3
GD.
Baptists.
BD, a
Crip,
Baptist,
Asian.
Crip,
Asiatic black man.
Asiatic. Yeah, these are the terms that's gonna come out of the black man's mouth. I don't know what that was.
Man,
Don't ever use that again.
Wow.
All right. So where we at? Give me Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians one time. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 7.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
So this is Paul letting us know. It says it's the mystery of iniquity is already at work. It's already rolling. Who was ruling during this time? Rome. So this is who he's describing to those at Thessalonians. He said, listen, the mystery of iniquity, because he has vetted himself as an angel of light. He said, listen, he already at work. He's already in motion. And like the leadership brought out, you know, these forces is in full, they in full motion, they in full effect during this time period. That darkness is already going throughout the earth right now. This is what he's talking about. Go ahead, read.
The mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Go ahead.
Only he who now letteth will let.
Only Christ is the one that's in control of all this thing. He's the one that's giving them power. Hold that. Give me that in Proverbs 21, I think it is. 21 and I think it's 1, right? Proverbs 21 and 1. Watch this. This is what these Jews are scared of. They scared that we able to go into this Bible and break down this Bible precept upon precept. You understand? And bring out the truth. Watch this. Read. Come on.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
It said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So this talking about your Donald Trumps of the world.
Yes, sir.
Your Joe Sleepy Bidens. Your Putins. Jim what's the little China boy? What do you call him? The Rocket Man. Call him the Rocket Man. That's some disrespectful stuff. Call him the Rocket Man. You understand? Hey, all they minds is in the hands of the Lord. The Lord Christ dictates. He moves they spirits to fulfill his will. The same as in Rome with Herod and his line. When Paul said the mystery of iniquity is already working, guess what? The Lord had his hands and all that. He's allowing that thing to work. All right? Is that it on that?
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Go ahead.
As the rivers of water.
Go ahead.
He turneth it whithersoever he will.
He said, just like the rivers of water go and have his little free course, wherever I want it to go, that's how I'm going to move it.
Yes, sir.
That's how I'm going to move it. If I put a rock in the middle of a damn river, it's going to flow around it. You understand? So if I put if I say, okay, you know what, Persian, you got X amount of time to rule before the Greeks, that's what it is. You can't extend that time no matter what the hell you try to do. Period. You understand? This is what the Lord is explaining through the prophecies. Go back. Where you at? Thessalonians.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7.
We gonna get. I want you to cue up the first video. Get me ready. Go ahead.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Go ahead.
Only he who now letteth will let.
Only Christ who's letting is gonna allow these things to happen. Go ahead.
Until he be taken out of the way.
Until it's his time to be taken out of the way. Get out of the way and allow the prophets of God to be established back on the earth. Go ahead, read.
Verse 8.
Go ahead.
And then
during that time, go ahead.
Shall that wicked be revealed.
And during that time, that's going to be the revealing of the wicked. Yep. When his time is coming to an end, all of a sudden, you're going to have blacks and Hispanics on every street corner letting you know the truth. You're going to have prophets bringing out historical books, historical references, bringing out the truth. Yep. Everything that this man has hid under the earth and said, whoa, nobody sees me. Nobody didn't see what I did in this earth. Yep. I am an angel of light. No, Negro, we pulling skirts up. Right. We pulling your skirt up, and we are showing the world that you, my friend, are a whore. Right. You have slept with many nations. Yep. I'm talking about America.
Babylon the Great.
Babylon the Great.
Yep.
You have slept with many. And when we say Babylon, we talk, the Jews run Babylon. That's right. They got their foot in both, in Jerusalem and over here. They run society. They have dumbed down society. You understand? And this is what we doing. We revealing these things. Was that it?
No, sir.
Go ahead. Well,
and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And he said, whom the Lord is going to consume with the spirit of his mouth. With the spirit talking about the Bible. That's how we revealing. He's using the prophets, giving the prophets understanding, putting the spirit on us to go into these scriptures, study these scriptures, have a good conscience with the Lord, keeping the commandments, and then revealing all these things. And we revealing it. These same Negroes, like, damn, you used to be a Negro on the street. Yep. I seen your pictures, bro. Right. I seen the old pictures, man. I seen old St. Louis pictures.
When he was a St. Lunatic.
When he was a St. Lunatic.
He had the Band-Aid under the eye cap.
Yeah, for real. Damn. For real, bro. He might have been in the video, bro. Was you out there, bro?
I wasn't in the tip drill video.
You wasn't?
No,
damn, bro. Why your mind go to the tip drill, bro? We talking about the St. Lunatic.
Oh, wait.
Brother, we all put your
Oh,
face.
man, this brother crazy, bro. Chandeliers.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Go ahead, man. Read it again, man.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Go ahead.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And he's going to ultimately destroy this man with the brightness of his coming. Because, wow, this man has really dumbed down America. Yep. Really, I'm talking about really dumbed us down as a society. Watch this. Give me that first video. I'm going to jump into it.
Do you know how many states make up the USA?
53.
Yes. Do you know how many stars are on the flag?
52.
Do you know who is on the $1 bill?
No.
Who do you think is? Guess.
Abraham Lincoln.
Do you know what state Missouri is in?
Nope.
If you had to guess, what state does it sound like it's in?
That just sound like it's in London.
Yes, nice. What year will it be in 8 years?
2028.
Yes. Do you know what year it was 100 years ago?
100 years ago. Oh. Damn. You might get me on that one.
Around what year, like if you had to guess.
How?
Crazy. Let's go with 1900s. Is that close enough?
Well, 19 what?
1905. Is that close enough?
Yes, nice. Do you know how many states make up the USA?
All right, that was it.
I think 50 or 51. Because I don't know if they count Hawaii as a state.
All right, hey, yo.
I think 50. I'm going to go with 50.
Do you know what year the 2012 Olympics were held?
That was it, y'all.
2012 Olympics?
Yeah. Do you remember what year that was?
Cut the video.
All right, check. Can y'all hear me?
us?
Can y'all hear it? Something going on with the audio? Can y'all still hear us? Mic check. There you go. Now, is it on?
I still can't hear it.
Okay. All right. So here we are. They asking basic, simple questions.
Simple questions.
Simple questions.
Yep.
You gonna say something?
1 plus 3.
1 plus 3. You understand? The brother asked. The brother sit there and asks, "Hey, 100 years ago, what year was it?"
Right.
He said 1905.
2023. He said, what year was the 2012 Olympics?
Right.
Ain't no way.
What state is Missouri in?
Right.
Hey, like
Come on.
London.
Huh?
Bruh.
He said it
Like
sound like it's in London.
London.
You know, this is society.
Yep.
But watch this. Watch this. Get the next one.
Can't make this stuff.
Civil War.
You want a Civil War?
We did? The South?
Like the one in 1965 or what Civil War?
Who won it? Who was even in it? Who was in it? Just tell me who was in it.
Oh, I don't know.
Why do you want me to do this?
Who won the Civil War? Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, I'm drawing a blank at some of those things. I feel like I'm on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
America? I don't know.
That's the Confederates, right? I have no clue.
The Union. The North. Yes. Okay. Okay. So who is our vice president? Don't know.
I have no idea.
Right now?
I don't
Hold
know.
on. Pause.
What's his name? Oh my gosh.
Pause.
I have his name.
So this is showing you right here. They asking them relevant questions, which they should know. Basic stuff dealing with society.
Right.
And our people have no clue. Our people are checked the hell out.
Right. Right.
Check the hell out. Like who the vice president? You know what I'm saying? Who won they so-called Civil War? Who won these things? I don't know. I have no clue whatsoever. None. No history. But watch this. Keep playing.
But Cap, can I say something? It goes back into Sabbath class. That book, Behold a Pale Horse. It goes into the whistleblower. He's telling the elites. He's telling about the elites. The elite said, "How do we conquer the society? Keep them dumb. Keep them ignorant. So when you're ignorant, what do you do then? You can feed them anything.
Yeah.
You can feed them anything. You can feed them God loves everybody. You can feed them sports statistics. You can feed them anything because they're dumb. So keep them dumb. And with us, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, don't give them their heritage. Don't give them their heritage. Don't teach them they're the Israelites. Then we can give them a heritage. So our heritage is what? American, music, politics, sports. That's our heritage. So it's all a plot. A popular persuasion. That's all it is.
Hey, but what you notice too is they go so far. The elites go so far as to dumb down their own people as well. They lied to the whole world. So only like the top 1% really know what's going on.
Know what the hell going on?
That's right.
That's a heavy point you just made, bro. Go ahead, play on. Watch this.
Name of my space in my head.
Who is the vice president? Is that like a trick question?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea. Don't know.
Joe Biden. Yes.
I don't know.
You're not the only one. A lot of people don't know.
Oh, I still feel so.
Okay, who did we gain our independence from?
These are horrible.
I have no idea. Do you know what year we happened to? Absolutely not.
I couldn't tell you.
So like 1677 or something like that. And what show is Snooki on?
Jersey Shore.
She know that.
What show is Snooki on?
The Jersey Shore.
Look at this.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Quick.
And then who is Brad Pitt married to?
Quick.
Wow.
You see what's going on?
Amazing.
This is they asking them, hey, what show is Snooki on?
Right.
Without no question.
Right.
This how you know the influence of entertaining, the media. You understand? And sister made a comment. The parents. She blamed the parents, but a lot of that stuff is influenced by that television.
Yes.
TV.
Yes.
Because here are things that you should know that should be relevant in your life. What's going on in reality of society, and you know more about reality TV, which is not reality, at all.
Right.
But you know more about the false reality TV than stuff that should be prevalent in your life.
Right.
In reality.
In
Damn.
reality.
Hey, I'm about to say, in Esau, bro, they smart. They know the mindset of our people. So when you see these reality shows, what do they always have on them? Nothing but drama. fighting, all type of fighting and all that type of stuff, because they know that's what our people flock to. Just like the same with us. Yeah, fighting and sex, all ratchetness.
Yep.
Which is why people like Sexy Red is famous now.
Go ahead, play it. Watch this. It's a little more on it.
The Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
And then who is Brad Pitt married to?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Wow.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. And who was he married to before that?
I think it was Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey,
That's crazy.
Crazy. How is that going to benefit you? By you knowing that, how is that benefiting you? That has no benefit to your day-to-day life.
No relevance.
Nope.
You know what make that worse? It look like she's on college campuses.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are they really there learning?
Damn.
Put that on the screen. Yep. Put that on the screen. So this is why people's minds have been warped here in society, man. Because this man right here owns every aspect of media. Every aspect of media, all the way down. So all these work intertwined. The ESPN, the HBOs, the TMZs, the Foxes. This is how you Walt Disney with the cartoons with your children. They're getting them at an early age as well.
Inappropriate cartoons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Inappropriate cartoons, yeah.
So, all this stuff is why our people have the mindset that they're in. All praises to the Father that the Lord has sent his spirit back, that we able to bring out the relevant information that you're going to need, you understand, to escape. And it's crazy because a lot of times you see this, but watch this. Give me 2nd Ezra, though. The angel dealt the same way with us, with the prophets. Watch this. 2nd Ezra, chapter 4. Because we might be looking at it like, damn, these Negroes is dumb as hell, like a damn dumb as a box of rocks. But watch, when the angel was dealing with us, watch this. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 7.
2nd Ezra chapter 4 and verse 7.
Verse 6.
Verse 6. Then answered I and said, what man is able to do that, that thou shouldest ask such things of me?
So the angel was asking him certain questions, right? And this is his response. Like, what man is able to do what you asking? Ain't no man on earth that's able to do what you asking. Watch what the angel, watch his response. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep.
He said, if I should ask you, how many great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, the depths of the sea, or the springs? If I ask you these things, go ahead.
Or how many springs are above the firmament.
Or how many springs are above the firmament. We're talking about in the heavens. He asking them some deep questions here. Watch this, Rick.
Or which are the outgoings of paradise.
Damn, go ahead.
Peradventure, thou wouldest say unto me.
If I ask you these things, this would be your response, Ezra. Go ahead.
I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell. Neither did I ever climb up into heaven.
You will start making excuses, Ezra. If I ask you about heavenly things, your mind is straight going, I ain't never been up to the heavens. I ain't never been to the deep to be able to expound on the things that you asking me. This is in the reality what we just watched right here in the heaven world, in the spirit world. When he's asking a man, watch this. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, now have I asked thee, but only of the fire and wind.
He said, but listen, I'm only asking you about fire, and I'm only asking you about wind. Go ahead.
And of the day wherethrough thou hast passed, and of things from which thou canst not be separated.
I'm only asking you about things that's relevant in your life. This is basic stuff. I didn't go over your head. I'm asking you about fire, stuff that you grew up with, the wind,
stuff that you need,
stuff that you
necessities of life.
This is all I'm asking you. Go ahead.
And yet, canst thou give me no answer
and
of
you
them?
Standing here looking like a fool. You can't give me no answer of them. Go ahead.
He said, moreover unto me, thine own things, and such as are grown up with thee, canst thou not know? How should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the highest?
Listen, this is what's going on in the spirit world right here. You have the angel questioning man, questioning Esdras about things that's going on in reality. And he said, listen, you can't even answer me these questions. How you think you're going to comprehend the way of the Most High? How you think you're going to pick these things up? And this is why, hold that, give me 2nd Esdras chapter 2, I think it is. We coming right back. We coming right back. I mean, what I say, 2 Corinthians, for this, is it 2 Corinthians? 1 Corinthians 2. 1 Corinthians 2 and verse 14.
1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God.
The natural man don't receive the things of the Spirit of God. So as we going through these scriptures, a natural man in his natural state, they have no idea what we're talking about. When you read that Proverbs 21:1, brothers and sisters sitting there like, huh? What you mean the Lord got the king's heart in his hand and can dictate it like the rivers of water? They can't receive it because why? Their minds are being warped in society. Go ahead.
The natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God.
Go ahead.
For they are foolishness unto him.
They are foolish. So when we say the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans are the Israelites, you lost your heritage, you lost your customs. The Lord sent his Spirit back down. Negroes think, hey, nigga, you foolish. The hell, what you mean he sent his Spirit back down and brought all things back to remembrance? Because why? He's a natural man. When we say Christ is going to crack the sky, they be looking at us like we got a damn egg on our face. Because why? They a natural man.
Go ahead. We can go even more basic than that. God don't love everybody.
God don't love everybody. That right there will mess a damn Christian mind up right there.
Whole tradition up.
And the crazy thing about it, they watched Moses and the 10 Commandments. They
Right.
seen these movies that their own people made.
Them death.
Showing the death and everything, and they still believe it.
Right. You understand? So this is what's going on. For the natural man, spiritual things is foolish. Go ahead. Some more on that.
They are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned.
It says, and you can't even know them because all this stuff is spiritually discerned. So when you see society not able to answer questions that they should know, especially Esau, you should know your history. The Civil War, when the Constitution, when was you declared independence, who you declared independence from,
Who's your president?
who's your damn president, who's the vice president. You should know this stuff. But guess what? As they don't know that stuff, they cannot comprehend the spiritual. Because why? Go back to 2nd Esdras. Y'all got something? Bring it out. 2nd Esdras chapter 4 and verse 2 right quick.
2nd Esdras chapter 4 and verse 2. And said, thy heart hath gone too far in this world.
It says, when your mind goeth too far into the world, go ahead.
And thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High?
You can't comprehend spiritual things. And this is what we're trying to tell brothers and sisters, to come out of the world, come out of society, so you can be able to comprehend what the hell is going on in reality.
Bring it out.
Who brought us over here on cargo slave ships? Who funded these things? Who is your natural enemy? Some of our people don't think they got damn enemies out here. You have enemies out here. And a lot of our people, because they natural, because their minds is so engulfed in the world, you can't comprehend these things. Right. You understand? You got something?
Yeah, I got something. Can I get Nahum? Nahum chapter 3. Hey, okay, put that picture back up for me. Dealing with the networks and stuff, news networks. So like you said, Cap, our people was in the trip back, and it's not just our people. As you see, Esau, they can't even answer the questions dealing with their own history. So read that. Nahum 3 and 1. Let's start at verse 1.
Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city.
So the Bible says, woe to the bloody city. The bloody city is talking about Babylon the Great, America. Read.
It is all full of lies.
America's what?
Full of lies.
The Bible is telling you, guess what? The place called Babylon the Great is full of lies. You thinking Jesus is a white man? Hey, it's full of lies. Everything that we've been taught in America is lies. Read.
The bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery.
And what?
And robbery.
And it said, guess what? America's full of robbery, because what did America do? They stole nationalities. They stole people, put them on slave ships, and they got brought here. Read.
The prey departeth not.
Keep going.
The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots.
Keep going.
The horsemen lifted up both.
So this is going into war, read.
The bright sword and the glittering spear.
And the glittering spear, talking about destruction to America, read.
And there is a multitude of slain.
And it's a multitude here that's going to be slain, read.
And a great number of carcasses. And there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses.
Keep going, verse
because of the multitude of the whoredoms.
The multitude of what?
Of the whoredoms.
It said the multitude of the whoredoms, read.
Of the well-favored harlot.
And as you look at that picture, the multitude of the whoredoms you see is talking about the witchcraft that is going into, is talking about these different news networks because they corrupt our minds. TMZ, Showtime, what else you got? Fox News, Paramount. All you think your thoughts, you think you have your own opinions, you're not forming your own opinions.
Right.
America is forming your opinion. That's why the people is dumb. Keep going.
The mistress of witchcraft.
The mistress of witchcraft. Talking about these different news networks. Read the propaganda. Read.
That selleth nations through her whoredom.
And it said, guess what? They selleth nations through her whoredom. So guess what? It's not only the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that have been sold by whoredoms and lies. It's all nations.
Right.
Every nation has been hypnotized by the witchcraft of America.
I want to land back off of what y'all was saying. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 12. Because our people, we don't understand. We can't see the simple things in the Bible. It's all one thing. We're not keeping the laws. All we got to do is keep the laws. Simple as that. And we can see this Bible clearly. Read that.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 12. Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away.
It says, wisdom is glorious and never fadeth. Wisdom is the Bible. Wisdom is the Bible. Read.
Yea, she is easily seen.
Is what?
Is easily seen.
It says she is easily seen. So when you keep in the laws of God, you can easily see these prophecies. We can easily see that God don't love everybody.
Bring it up.
We can easily see that we gotta keep God's laws. We can easily see those things.
Yep.
God's coming to save the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We can easily see that. Keep reading.
She is easily seen of them that love her.
Right.
And found of such as seek her.
You can easily see the prophecies to come if you love her and you seek her. That's all you got to do. But like we're talking about, Esau has a
spell
on us.
Yep.
Has a spell on us. Purposely put certain things in front of us so we don't see this wisdom. We got to wake up. We got to wake up.
Even going into that, get Matthew 15:3 because like we just saw the video, right? How nobody can answer these basic questions. Like, who did America get the independence from? What year did all that stuff happen? But you'll have people go out and celebrate 4th of July every single year.
Bring it out.
Watch this, read that.
Matthew chapter 15 and verse 3. But he answered and said unto them, why do you also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition?
So now we're realizing all these stuff that we've been celebrating are traditions of man. We've been doing that blindly, not knowing the history behind any of it. So now when we come to our parents, our great-grandparents and say, hey, how we've been learning the Bible is all wrong. They look at you like, well, this is what my mother was doing.
Right.
This is what my father was doing. This is the traditions that we came up in. You mean to tell me they was wrong? The Bible's saying they were wrong.
Right.
And our people can't see that because the dumbing down of what society is doing to us.
Yep. Give me that book right there. So let's bring it out right quick.
The fourth part of the world, the race to the ends of the earth, and the epic story of the map that gave America its name.
So Esau, go out. Can they see the whole thing? All right. So this is the cover of a book. He's calling America. It said the fourth part of the world and the race to the end of the earth that gave America his name. So these people knew what the hell they was doing.
Bring it out.
And we're going to bring it out, who was involved in it, and these damn Jesuit priests that came behind and perpetrated. Now watch this. I want that book. Did you got the book? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, okay, read that. Read that title. So
the Portuguese Columbus, secret agent of King John II.
Now, we know about Christopher Columbus, right? Christopher Columbus got his day. He's the one that supposedly discovered America. Supposedly, right? Yep. Now watch this. Let's dive into it. Right there. Yep.
Let us look at the historical facts. On May 20th On 20th of May, 1506, Columbus was on his deathbed, accompanied by his sons and most faithful servants.
I want to go into this book because I want to show y'all, because a lot of us don't know what his nationality is.
Uh-oh.
Go back. Was that the end? That wasn't the end of the first page. All right, I want to show you what his nationality is. The mystery of iniquity is already at work, and they will be revealed.
Right.
Go ahead. Come on.
He was accompanied by his sons and most faithful servants, Diego Mendez and Bartolome Fiasco. A priest administered the last sacraments. I'm sorry. The priest was not sent for by a Jew from Lisbon. The expression to whomsoever sins and the memorandum of 4 May of the same year indicates the future, which makes no sense at all. Columbus.
Go to the next one.
Next page.
Go ahead.
Columbus had moved to Lisbon with his wife, Philippa, and their son, Diego, in 1483.
Watch this.
They may have lived in a house in the Lisbon Jewish quarter.
Where they live?
In the Lisbon Jewish quarter.
They lived in the Lisbon Jewish quarter. Remember, he was on his deathbed, and they called in a who? A priest to do the last atonement before he was to pass on. Now watch this. Go ahead.
This is possible, as many noblemen had occupied Jewish palaces in the quarter since the reign of King John I.
Go ahead.
And the fact of Columbus's Jewish ancestry.
The fact of what?
Columbus's Jewish ancestry
Go ahead.
has never been refuted by sound arguments.
So Columbus, Christopher, Chris was a damn what?
Ish.
He was an ish.
He was the ish.
He was a damn Jew.
The devil.
Ish.
How come we never heard of this? How come this never was revealed?
Bring it out.
As we celebrating Columbus Day. Because if you celebrate Columbus Day, you will want to know his nationality, his background. Yeah, how many kids he got.
If he's so important,
if he's
to
so
society,
important, if he's a noble man. You understand? This man was a damn Jew.
Right.
And as he's Jewish. And as we go further, you're going to see they had their hands in a lot of things, bro. These damn Jews, man. Watch this. Give me the next one. Give me the next one.
We didn't write these books.
We ain't write this.
These white people that wrote these books.
We ain't write this. Watch this.
The Doctrine of Discovery.
This was a doctrine that the Romans put into power with their papal bulls. Put into laws. This is how we have laws here and different give me sub-laws and bylaws.
Yep.
They had these same things in Rome. And we ain't even bringing out everything. Trust me. Asked us to prove it. We can prove it. As they had a Senate set up then, they got a Senate set up now. They have literally taken everything that Rome did and put it in American society. Now watch this. Go ahead.
The Doctrine of Discovery, 1493.
What is the Doctrine of Discovery? Inquiring minds want to know. Go ahead.
The papal bull, Inter Caetera, issued by Pope Alexander VI on May 4, 1493, played a central role in the Spanish conquest of the New World. The document supported Spain's strategy to ensure its exclusive right to the lands discovered by Columbus the previous year.
So how the hell, think about this. How can you, from a whole nother side of the world, put a decree in place that say, you know what? This is our hold on 1 second. Damn. Read that one more time. I lost about you at the thought.
It's Monday.
It's Monday, bro.
It's all good.
Brother just walked in and messed me up. Go ahead.
The document supported Spain's strategy to ensure its exclusive right.
So his strategy to say, hey, this new land that we seeing over here, it's exclusively to us, and we gonna put it in law. Who the hell you think you are?
Right.
Go ahead.
To ensure.
But this shows the power that this man had. Watch this. Go ahead.
To ensure its exclusive right to the lands discovered by Columbus the previous year. It established a demarcation line 100 leagues west of the Azores and Cape Verde Islands and assigned Spain to the exclusive right to acquire territorial possessions and to trade in all lands west of that line.
Go ahead.
All others were forbidden to approach the lands west of the line.
It said all others were forbidden. This is what they put in place in the 15th century. They put this stuff in place, and a lot of people don't even realize that wasn't the end of it. Hey, I know I didn't have y'all had this. I'm throwing y'all a curveball. It just popped in my mind. I forgot about this. The Morone Doctrine, M-O-R-N. Hold on, let me look at it.
Monroe Doctrine?
Yeah. Monroe Doctrine.
There you go.
Go down. Let me see. Let me look at it. Go up. Hit that one. Let me see. Go down. Let me see. No, scroll it up. Scroll back up. Go slow. Simple terms. I want simple terms. Now go to the four parts. Read that.
What were the four main parts of the Monroe Doctrine?
Go ahead.
Monroe made four basic points. 1, the United States would not interfere in European affairs. 2, the United States.
This is another doctrine that the President Morone, he put into power after they came and was conquering this side of the world. Watch this.
2, the United States recognized and would not interfere with the existing colonies in the Americas. 3, the Western Hemisphere was closed to future colonization.
You see this stuff? After they came over here and took over this land,
they took everything.
He put a doctrine in place and said, "Listen, the U.S. we're not gonna come back over there and interfere with European affairs. It says the U.S. is recognized and would not interfere with the existing colonies, meaning if the French is already over here, just like the French and the Spaniards was going over it in Espanol, they was going back and forth.
Yeah.
We're not going to interfere with that.
Right.
If you already over here, you got to apply the land, you here. But number 3, the Western Hemisphere is closed. The United States is closed now for future colonization.
We the last ones.
This is the real thing going on out here. That a lot of people, they don't know. Go ahead.
4, and if a European power tried to interfere with any nation in...
To go into it, let me see. Let me look. There you go, right? It's at the bottom.
I see it. And if...
You good.
There we are. 4, if a European power tried to interfere with any nation in the Americas, that would be viewed as a hostile act against the United States.
It says if you try to intervene with any of the affairs going on in the U.S., we come in hostile.
There's gonna be some smoke.
There's gonna be some damn smoke. And when was this doctrine? Go back. Look up. Let me see when they established this doctrine. I want y'all to understand the dates. The dates.
1823.
1823. Yes, sir. Can you read it? Is it on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The Monroe Doctrine was articulated in President James Monroe's 7th annual message to Congress on December the 2nd, 1823.
So not only in the 15th century with the Pope, when he declared that everything west is solely for us, for our conquering, then you had another so-called white man come behind him and say, you know what? I'm going to put something in place for America. America is now closed. We have fully conquered America.
Fully conquered.
You understand? This is what's going on. That, guess what? A lot of our people will be ignorant to. You know what I'm saying?
I say it's the same thing when they built the Panama Canal. They said, this is our area now. Anything that comes through here, we control that.
We control it.
Yep.
All right. Give me the next one. What I have next? Hey, all right, actually, now go back to, I don't think we got everything off of the number 5. Yeah.
It established a demarcation line 100 leagues west of the Azores.
One of the islands.
And Cape Verde Islands, and assigned Spain the exclusive right.
So everything west of the islands, the Caribbean islands, which will be the United States, which will be South America, everything west of it. Go ahead.
and assigned Spain the exclusive right to acquire territorial positions and to trade in all lands west of that line. All others were forbidden to approach the lands west of the line without special license from the rulers of Spain. This effectively gave Spain a monopoly on the lands in the New World.
Solely, they controlling everything. In the New World. But go ahead.
The bull stated that
now watch this.
Let's
dive into it.
The bull stated that any land not inhabited by Christians.
Any land not inhabited by who?
By Christians.
Any land not inhabited by Christians, the so-called Jews, the Roman Catholic Church, go ahead,
was available to be discovered.
Was what?
Available to be discovered.
So it was available to be discovered. So if he put this in law, who did he send over here? Christopher Columbus, who was what?
His boy.
His boy, a damn Jewish.
The conquistador.
You gotta put that ish on there.
Yep.
Gotta put the ish on there.
Yeah, the Jewish man.
Yes.
Ish.
You know what I'm talking about when I say that. You know what I'm talking about.
The devil.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the devil.
Claimed and exploited by Christian rulers.
Go ahead.
And declared that the Catholic faith and the Christian religion be exalted and be everywhere increased and spread. That the health of souls be cared for and that barbarous nations be overthrown and brought to the faith itself.
So how did they view us, America?
Bring it out.
Huh?
Barbarous.
Barbarians.
Yep.
As we was, remember, this is how they painted our so-called brothers, Northern Kingdom.
Called them savages.
Savages.
Right. Yep.
You understand? Even when you dive into the history, they had whole cities.
Yep.
They had whole cities. They had a structure, everything. Yeah, you had everything, bro.
They had a government.
You had a government, everything before they
Agriculture, all
destroyed
that.
you.
Right.
You understand?
And
Go
on
ahead.
top of that, they viewed us and they taught us that way. They taught us that they saved us from swinging on trees in Africa, or that they came over here and civilized the Native Americans. But like you said, Kat, we been had civilization. We created civilization. So that's what they teach us in the school system.
And to bring it back to the point, like how we were just dealing with the news networks and all that stuff you brought up earlier.
Right.
They, like you said, they perpetuate that on television. So when we see that, that's what we think in
what
our
keep in your
history
mind.
is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank God that they found us and gave us Christianity because we were savages.
Growing
That's
up,
the mindset.
We played cowboys, and you wanted to always be the cowboy.
Cowboy, you didn't want to be the Indian. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go back. Was there some more on that? Let me look at it. Did you finish that paragraph?
No, sir.
Go ahead, finish it out.
Barbarous nations be overthrown and brought to the faith itself. This doctrine of discovery.
This doctrine of discovery, go ahead.
Became the basis of all European claims in the Americas.
Of some European claims?
Of all European claims.
All the damn Europeans. Esau is Esau. Ain't no separation.
Right.
He's Edom. Whether he's a damn Roman, a Jew,
Jewish,
a French, a Dutch,
Portuguese,
he is Esau. Right. All European powers claim this doctrine of discovery. Yep. They was all on one accord. If it ain't a damn Christian occupying the land, it's open for discovery.
Right.
Yep. If they're not a Christian, they are idolater. That's
They in
what would say.
idolatry.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The basis of all European claims in the Americas, as well as the foundation for the United States' Western expansion.
Now watch this.
In the U.S. Supreme Court, in the 1823 case, Johnson versus McIntosh, Chief Justice John Marshall.
Now, hold on. You see the date.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I know y'all forgot.
1823.
I know y'all forgot. Y'all forgot.
The Monroe Doctrine.
The Monroe Doctrine.
Same year.
Same year, same time. Let's see what was going on. Read it again.
In the U.S. Supreme Court, in the 1823 case, Johnson versus McIntosh, Chief Justice John Marshall's opinion in the unanimous decision held that the principle of discovery gave European nations an absolute right to the New World lands.
So they upheld this doctrine of discovery when who was in power? James Monroe.
Yep.
You understand? This Supreme Court showing you they was all on one accord with this thing. He just put his doctrine, just went an extra far and said, okay, we understand that this doctrine of discovery has to be in place as far as us conquering these unchristian lands. But now, since we here, it's closed. It's closed. Ain't no more colonization, future colonization. If you ain't got a piece of the pie already, you done missed out.
You missed out.
You done missed out. This is what it's about.
Day
Gonna say
late,
something?
dollar short.
Huh?
Day late,
You a
dollar
day
short.
late and a damn dollar short.
Hey, dang, and that shows you right there, because that what year was that? 1823,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, now you got that came later, the scramble for Africa, with the
Yes.
Berlin Conference. So now, since we can't get the New World, let's go get Africa.
Put that up there. Put the Berlin Conference up there. All this stuff is going on simultaneously.
Yep.
Hey, Cap, then they made a song. You know that song? It says, this world is...
Hey, I was thinking the same thing.
This land is my land is our land. Sing it.
From New York Island to California.
Yeah, they talking about
And they
that.
say, this land was made for you and
Right.
me.
Made for you and me.
That was white supremacy
Hey,
the whole time.
I was being a good father one day, and I went to my kids' little
They
recital.
were singing that at school.
Oh my God!
Your kids
bro.
got indoctrinated.
Bro, I was about to flip some chairs up in that damn place, bro.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Hey, all praises you was
let's
there,
see.
though, to remove
I had
it
to
right
be
back
there. I
out
had to
of
be
them. You know
there.
what I mean? You had to remove it right back out of them.
Read that.
Partition of Africa, 1885 to 1914. Colonial powers, British, French.
This is all the ones that played a part. All right, go ahead.
British, French, German, Portuguese, Italian, Belgian, Spanish, independent.
European powers.
Yep.
European powers. Go back so we can see what it's talking about. Because I don't want you to think we making nothing up. Go back out to the regular screen.
Cap, they so wicked. If they could, they would have said they discovered damn Africa too.
Yeah, go back up to Google. Now go back to the Berlin Conference.
They already did, though. Remember, Africa.
Africa. Yeah.
Leo
Just
Skippy
go
is
to all.
Africanus.
Yeah.
They already did that.
What is it? Yeah. I want to know what is it. Let's read that.
What was the Berlin Conference and what did it do?
So we got something. You got to bring this stuff out. You understand? Go ahead.
Known as the Berlin Conference, they sought to discuss the partitioning of Africa.
The parting of Africa.
Bring it out.
All those European countries that we just named in the photo before, they all played a part. All right, in parting Africa. Go ahead.
Establishing rules to amicably divide resources among the Western countries.
To do what? This is why I wanted to pull it up. To divide resources among the Western countries. The Western countries, remember, when was this? This was in 85.
Yep.
So you talking about 60 years before this, they was already on the Western establishing, ain't no more, America's closed now.
Yep.
Now we need resources.
Right.
We got to go back to Africa, and we got to part it for their resources, for their wealth.
Yep.
This is where you get Revelations where it says Babylon, the selling of slaves and all the other commodities that they was selling.
Spices,
oils, everything.
Souls of men.
You understand? And the souls of men. Well, you put this stuff together. Go ahead. Is that it on it? Go ahead, read it. Go
Dividing resources among the Western countries at the expense of the African people.
At the expense of the African people. The same as today. All right, let's get back on track. All right, that was just a sidebar. It was just a sidebar. All right, give me the next one. Give me the Society of Jesuit of Peace.
Society of Jesus apologizes for the sins of Jesuit slaveholding at Georgetown University, Litigori.
So these priests, after they came over and started conquering everything, they sent Jesuit priests in here to indoctrinate us as a people.
Yep.
And not only was they indoctrinating us, these priests held us as slaves, selling us, buying us as cargo. You understand? Watch this. Play the video for me. Play the video. I want to hear it come out of his mouth. We're going to play to 1 minute. 1 minute and 21 seconds.
And make sure y'all. Go ahead.
Sisters and brothers, most especially descendants who have traveled so far to be with us. Today, the Society of Jesus, who helped to establish Georgetown University, and whose leaders
it's the devil, man,
enslaved and mercilessly sold your ancestors, stands before you to say that we have greatly sinned in our thoughts and in our words, in what we have done and in what we have failed to do. St. Ignatius Loyola mandates that each Jesuit pray for the grace to examine his conscience so that he might feel interior knowledge of his sins, feel the disorder of his actions, and hating these, pray for the grace to correct himself. We pray with
Look
you
at the
today
black woman back there
because
nodding.
we have greatly sinned and because we are profoundly sorry.
Stop. Look at the black. Look who they got behind them.
Always.
The black woman.
It's always.
With blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still up there?
Yes. Yep. It is.
She wants to be him. She wants to be married to him. It's any apology. They start to crying.
Mm-hmm.
They weeping.
Yep.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
He apologizing. And if you hear what he's saying,
Mm-hmm.
he's apologizing for his own conscience sake.
Yeah.
You understand? Not for what really went on.
Uh-huh.
This is just so I can pure my conscience.
My conscience.
Of my father.
Mm-hmm.
The hell is this? And our people falling for it. Go back, because I want you to see who's in the damn audience, man. Scroll down and show the pictures. Put it back on the screen.
Right there.
Show the pictures. This is at Georgetown. When you dive into the article, Georgetown University,
Yep.
in order for them to pay their debt off, they were selling slaves.
Yep.
Black folks. You understand? Watch, go down. And you got all Negroes. They didn't, hold on, go back up. They didn't invited all of them. All, and then put them in the front row. Hey, y'all ain't got to sit at the back of the bus no more. Right. Y'all can come sit in the front.
Yeah. All the white people in the back.
All Esau in the back. No, they need to be front center.
Yes.
Front the hell they what they in the back for?
With the camera in their face.
They need to be.
Facial expression.
Thank you, officer. You gonna try to put them in the back? No, I want to see who's got a part. What children need to pay for the sins of their damn fathers?
Bring it out.
You understand? Go ahead, scroll down.
Then we got the nerve to go to the damn college.
Yeah.
We got the nerve to go to Georgetown to play ball for them.
Hey, you know what's crazy too? If you even think about that picture in the first place, all those black people are probably donors to the college.
Mm-hmm.
So these apologies is coming to get more money donated to the school.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Go ahead. Come on. Go down. Look at this. Let's let the black woman talk. I didn't see not one black man speak. Oh, just let the black woman talk. Go ahead. Start with the young, start with the old, and let's just work our way down.
Go to the young.
Go ahead. And let's all take you standing hand in hand with the enemy. Give me that in, what's that in Proverbs? Before you get that, remember what the Lord said about a recompense.
I got it.
You got to give me that in Joel. What is it? Joel.
Yeah, Joel, yeah. Now you see you got the black woman is on the front line in the picture.
In the front line. Let me show you what the Lord said about recompenses.
Bring it out.
Apologies. Watch this.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 4.
I only want the point. Go ahead.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
This is a question that he's asking the real Hamites. Because Ham, the real Africans, the Niobe Africans, they had a damn part in our slavery. When you look it up, they was the ones rounding us up, selling us to the so-called European powers, the so-called white men. Go ahead.
And all the coast of Palestine.
So he's asking you, hey, what the hell I got to do with you? You Tyre and Zidonians.
And you damn Arabs.
Go ahead.
Will ye render me a recompense?
Will you come back and say, hey, I'm sorry, I apologize. You can have here's reparations. Here's restitutions. Will you render me this recompense? Go ahead.
And if you recompense me.
If you even open your mouth to begin to apologize. Go ahead.
Swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
What is the prophet saying about an apology? He said, we ain't accepting it.
Hold that.
He said, thank you. Yeah. You hold that. You hold that. You got to pay for the sins of your fathers. Right. Ain't no X amount of dollars that you can pay for enslaving a people.
Yes.
For killing and raping and murdering a people. You understand? Destroying a people even until this day. Ain't no recompense. This is what the Lord. That's how the Lord deals with goddamn reparations.
Bring it out.
Go ahead. Was that it on there, right? Okay.
Hey, Cat. Hey, read verse 5.
Verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver.
This is what Esau did. This is what all the nations did.
European powers.
But we talking about the European powers today. This is what the European powers did. Read.
Ye have taken my silver and my gold.
You colonized Africa.
Yeah,
you took all the natural resources from the land. Then remember, the Lord, he gave North America to our Native American brothers and sisters. And they took all the natural resources out this land. Read.
And have carried into your temple.
And they took it where?
Into your temples.
They built their churches up.
Churches.
The Catholic Church, the Roman Church. They took our riches and they built they churches up.
Now they got their ensigns everywhere.
Yep.
Instead of ours, instead of a black image, instead of the menorah, the seven menorah. Now they got the 9.
Right.
Now they got the Caesar Borgia.
Bring it out.
Go ahead.
Cal, don't forget they got that
cross.
That chariot that was made out of all gold that the queen was riding in every year.
Yep.
They got Queen Elizabeth. They got the slaves on it. So that gold that they took from the lands that God gave us, they built chariots and put images of them conquering us.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on. I know you on fire right now. Can you pull up the queen? Pull up the queen and show the queen with our silver and our gold.
Hey, and I was gonna say too, Cap, like even the artifacts stuff when they came and took everything out of Africa, like all the European museums, they put all that stuff in there too.
Hey, Cap, if this man was a man of the cloth like he portrays himself to be, the law says if you be found stealing, you got to render double.
That's what I had.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how you gonna render double when you got the people still?
Yep.
Show that right there. Show that right there. All this, go ahead. All this is our stuff that they snatched from us.
That's gold.
Gold.
That's real.
Real gold.
You understand?
That ain't the gold that's in Project Pat Mouth. That's
No,
real
no,
gold.
No. That ain't the gold.
Damn.
Gold all in my watch. What was his name? Trinidad James.
No.
This 100% unpurity going on right now. And the scriptures say you took it from us and put it into your establishment. Even the crowns on these servants' heads in the back.
Yep.
That ain't no art. That ain't no fake stuff they got going on back there.
Right.
You talking about real gold, real
gold.
silver.
Yep.
You ever seen that picture of her with the crown?
That's what I wanted. Man. That's what I wanted.
She stole it when they conquered all these different nations.
The ring.
Yeah.
Just put her crown.
$20 million crown, one jewel.
And that's one of the biggest diamonds in the world.
Yeah, there you go. Just put just put that on the screen. You ain't gotta just put that right there.
Yeah, scroll down a little. It's a picture of her with everything she stole.
Yeah, that too. But even on that chariot that they was just in, they has pictures of us in slavery on there.
Yeah, on the chariot.
Yeah, I don't know if they.
Yeah, that's it. That's good. You see all that? This is our stuff.
Yep.
That they have snatched from us, and now they parading around as if they royalty.
Right.
Go ahead, officer. Pick on back up at Joel. Bring it out.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples.
In the temples, guess what? Now you got blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You worshiping these idols, not knowing that the churches that you attended, guess what? They was built off the back of your forefathers.
Yep.
So, hey, we got to repent, keep the commandments.
Go ahead, read. Come on, read that next verse. You might as well read it.
And have carried into your temples my goodly, pleasant things. The children also of Judah.
The children of Judah, go ahead.
And the children of Jerusalem.
And the children, our northern kingdom brothers, who you call the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas.
Yep.
That's the children of Jerusalem, who was already on this side of the world when you came up with the Doctrine of Discovery. Go ahead.
Have ye sold unto the Grecians.
And you sold them to the Grecians. That's talking about both.
Yeah.
The children, the Mayans, the Incas, the Aztecs.
Yep.
You sold them to the Grecians.
Yep.
You took them back to Spain.
Yep.
You took them back to Portuguese.
On slave ships.
On slave ships. The children of Judah, when you established over here and you said, hold on, we can't conquer it. These so-called damn natives is strong as hell. Gas strong as hell. We need some buffalo soldiers. Pressed out of our stars. That was the only reason why they was able to conquer them.
Yes, the only reason.
Because of the Judah.
Yep.
You understand? This was all a plot This was all a plot. Was that it on that?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
Have ye sold unto the Grecians,
Go ahead.
that ye may remove them far from their border?
And you removed us far from our border. This is what you did. And now all of a sudden now you apologizing.
Right.
Ain't no apology.
Too late now.
It's too late. Remember, give me that in Exodus 17 right quick. 17 and I think it's 14. I just want the point. He said he gonna have war with Amalek forever.
Exodus chapter 17 and verse 14.
Watch this.
And the Lord said unto Moses.
The Lord said unto Moses, go ahead.
Write this for a memorial.
What'd he say?
Write this for a memorial.
When you write something in memorial, you know how brothers write it in pen, ain't no coming out of that.
Right.
No.
Ain't no erasing that. You know, now they got into technology today. They got the pens with the eraser. They try to throw a fast one on you. No. When our forefather, when he told Moses, write this in the book for a memorial, this thing is sticking. Mm-hmm. You can't add to it. You can't take away from it. Go ahead. It's forever. Go ahead.
Write this for a memorial in a book.
Go ahead.
And rehearse it in the ears of Joshua.
And I want you to rehearse it in the ears of your children, the ones that's behind you. Rehearse these things because Joshua might forget. So I need you to tell him every now and then. Remember this. Remember what I'm about to tell you now.
Yep.
When we came up out of Egypt, these white folks was the first one that came up against us.
Yep.
Don't you ever forget about that. Even when we passing through the land, it says, don't hate an Edomite, but remember. These are the ones that came out in front of us when we came up out of Egypt.
Don't trust your enemies.
Do not trust your enemy. Even if he bowed down and say, listen, I'm sorry, and start crying with tears. Slap the nigga.
He lying.
He is lying.
He
is lying. You know, and this how you know he's lying when he's coming with tears. Have you ever seen an actor just cry instantly? On point.
On cue.
On cue. Just all of a sudden. Damn tear come down. That's Esau.
Esau
did train these damn actors how to cry on point.
How to cry on point,
You understand?
Yep.
Go ahead. Is that it on that? No, you can read. Come on.
And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua.
Go ahead.
For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek.
He said, I'm going to utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek. Well, go ahead.
From under heaven.
He said, I'm going to destroy the Amalek is the Jews, the so-called Jewish men.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'm going to utterly destroy the wicked from generation to generation. This is what I'm going to do. All right? Go back. Go back.
Hey, can I get a scripture real quick?
Go ahead.
Because I seen it. Somebody said in the comments earlier, how can you prove anything with the stuff that Esau wrote? Basically, get Psalm 64. Because these people are so prideful, they will begin to write things in books and think we will never see it.
All praise. Bring it
Psalms chapter 64, and let's read verse 8.
Psalms chapter 64 and verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
And that's what you're seeing right now. All these books that they thought were for white eyes only, Negroes can read now.
Right.
And we're getting these books, and we're now going into the scriptures, and these histories are lining up. So how can we prove anything? Because God made sure these people's tongues is going to fall on themselves.
Listen. Esau ain't like you niggas.
Right.
Bring it out.
Esau ain't lying to his kids.
No.
Esau telling the real Edomites. I ain't talking about the regular ones that you seen on the street earlier and that don't know nothing about the damn Civil War.
Right.
I ain't talking about the common. I'm talking about the 1%.
Right.
They not telling their kids a damn Santa Claus is coming down the damn chimney.
Right.
Just like you Negroes.
Yep.
Just like us. And then we tell our kids, don't lie to us.
Right.
Don't lie to. Meanwhile, you lying to your child every damn day. Every once a month, you lie to your children. Once a damn month.
To this
At minimum, you're lying to your damn kids.
Hey, Kat, can I get something right quick?
Yeah,
Real
go ahead.
quick. Psalms 49. Give me that. Psalms 49. Because they asking how can you trust these books? So you got to realize at that point in time when these books was published, 1885, black people, we was going through Jim Crow. We was going through black codes. When all these books was published in the 1700s, 1600s, we were slaves. And like you brought up, Cap, they wrote those books to pass down to who? Their children. Their children. Read what you got.
Psalm chapter 49 and verse 11.
Read.
Their inward thought
So this is why they wrote these books, because what?
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Because they think America is going to rule forever. They think the European powers is going to rule forever. That's why they wrote these books and they passed them down for generation to generation to their children. Read.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
They think they're going to leave their dwelling places to little Timmy, to little Susan, to their children. Read.
They call their lands after their own names.
This is how prideful they are. They call their lands after their names. Just like America is named after who? Americo Vespucci. You get what I'm saying? Africa.
Yeah, go ahead.
Named after Leo Scipius Africanus.
Yep.
This is the pride in these people.
All right, give me that next video right quick.
This has been a very emotional day, emotional for me, and it's amazing how when I encounter descendants, they stop and some will say thank you, and then they'll just kind of tear up and say, you apologized. And if anyone doubts the power of an apology, and there's still so much more to do, this is one step, but it's an essential step. I just don't think that any reconciliation can come without the apology. And just feeling, literally, the vivid emotion in people, the tears in their eyes, it's very moving.
That's Christianity.
Yes.
That is Christianity. When you sit there, he apologizing, and you start to damn cry. The hell is this, man?
And no action behind it.
No action behind it. The power of apology. To hell with your damn apology. You understand? Give me the next one,
Listen,
quick.
all I gotta do is say sorry, and I'm gonna go home
And
to my back crib.
You're right.
Exactly.
Back to regular scheduled programming, niggas.
And it only applies when they conquer us. But let us let who is that? Saddam Hussein run a plane into their building. Never forget. Yeah.
Watch this, and it's just not the priests. It's just not the Jews. This is a common thought with all these damn Edomites, bro. All these damn Edomites want us to bow down. Watch this. Give me that.
I haven't heard any black person say thank you to the over 300,000 white men who died to free those black slaves.
That's real Edomite right there.
I realize we're focusing on slavery, but my descendants are from Scotland and Ireland. We never owned slaves.
That's a damn Hey, can we look something up right quick, Cat?
So y'all look
that pissed me off right there. I'm sorry. hey, look up right quick. Slavery and glass glow. Well, how you say glass glow?
Glasgow.
Damn, bro, I tell you, bro, these damn Edomites, man.
Hey.
Said to hell with that. I ain't never seen none of y'all apologize for us.
Right.
Yeah, right there, that top one.
For dying and freeing y'all. He meant that. Go ahead.
The number of slaves transported on these Scottish slave voyages.
Hey, if you see the images of this city is like magnificent.
Yeah.
And it was built off the backs of slavery. That.
The number of slaves transported on these Scottish slave voyages from West Africa was between 4,000 and 5,000, with Glasgow ships carrying some 3,000 of the total. The 1760s was the most prolific period of slave traffic, and 1776 is likely to have marked the last slaving voyage from Scotland.
And this is, them numbers is off. But a lot of Benjamin, because there was a lot of Irish people in Jamaica that owned slaves.
Right.
So yeah, he's lying.
He's lying.
You got to treat these numbers like the number of women. Multiply them by at least 3, 4.
Right. You're 100% on the money. Watch this. Give me the next one.
Look.
Esau, man. Esau. And remember what he said. He said, ain't nobody came and he ain't heard no blacks come and say, hey,
thank you
to the 300 men that died.
Right.
Saving you, talking about making reference to the Civil War, right?
Yeah.
That's all that died? 300?
I'm going to show you. He said 300. 300.
The invasion of America. The story of Native American disposition is too easily swept aside, but new visualizations should make it unforgettable.
So this is the invasion of America, right? And he didn't put together a video to show you how these Europeans invaded and took over territories in America. Read the first paragraph, and then I'm going to play the video. Read both of those paragraphs. Read them fast.
Between 1776 and the present, the United States seized some 1.5 billion acres from North America's native peoples.
He said they seized 1.5 billion
It's a lot of land.
acres from the native people, from Gad.
We couldn't even get our 2 acres.
And we can't even get a damn
we couldn't even get a half
acre
acre.
and a mule.
A mule.
40. You understand? This is the greed of our people. When Obadiah says that they're going to take all the grapes, he wasn't lying.
Esau took all the
He taking
grapes.
all the grapes.
Yep.
Go ahead. Come on.
An area 25 times the size of the United Kingdom. Many Americans
He said it's 25 size the times of the United Kingdom. So when they come over here in Spain, this is why the Papal built the Discovery.
Was it Monroe?
The Monroe Doctrine.
Yeah.
This is why they put these things in effect.
Yep.
He's like, bro, listen, forget coming over here and battling with the Queen of Spain. It's an area that's 25 times the space of this little area that we can conquer, and we want it for ourselves.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Hey, you know what's crazy? They said they took 1.5 billion acres, right? It's only 2.4 billion acres in America.
Damn.
So they took the majority of the land.
Right. Oh, it's going to show you. Go ahead.
Many Americans are only vaguely familiar with the story of how this happened. They perhaps recognize Wounded Knee and the Trail of Tears, but few can recall the details, and even fewer think that those events are central to U.S. history.
You see that? It's only a few people even think about these things right here.
Yep.
Others don't think it matters.
Others don't even think this even matter.
Because they don't teach Trail of Tears in school.
Right.
Period.
Manifest destiny.
Right.
Go ahead.
Their tenuous grasp of the subject is regrettable if unsurprising, given that the conquest of the continent is both essential to understanding the rise of the U.S. and deplorable. Acre by acre, the disposition of Native Americans made the U.S. a transcontinental power. To visualize this story, I created The Invasion of America, an interactive time-lapse map of the nearly 500 sessions that the U.S. carved out.
Nearly 500 sessions, piece by piece, acre by acre, that the U.S. carved out of native lands on the western march to the shores of the Pacific. So they started in the east, and then they started moving west. Play the video so we can see visuals, because you know Negroes like visuals. You got to see signs. You could just play it, bro. Just play it. Exit out of, start it from the beginning and exit out of that. Yeah.
Hey, while we wait, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe right now to IUIC Kansas City. All right, help us get to 10,000. Hey, look, we got a nice amount of people. If everybody subscribe right now, we get close.
Let's go. Read it as it goes, Sarge, if you can.
Between 1776 and 1887, the
Just
United
keep playing.
States
It's gonna be
seized
up there.
over 1.5 billion acres from America's indigenous people by treaty and executive order. The invasion of America shows how, by mapping every treaty and executive order during that period, it concludes with a map of present-day federal Indian reservations.
Watch this. So this is how they, now pause it. As you see right here, in 1785, you had the 13 colonies first, right? This is what you looking, the gray that you're looking at on the eastern side of America. That's why it's in gray. The rest of the blue, that's Indian territory. Suppose all of it's Indian territory, but we just looking at the visuals.
Right. Yeah. And they got reservations up there.
And they got reservations. As you see, ain't no damn reservations.
Ain't no reservations.
Ain't no reservations going on right now.
They on the reservation.
They just
threw
threw
They
that
on the
reservation.
reservation.
But oh, how things change. Go ahead. Look at the time lapse.
Session by session.
Session, over 500 sessions, he said.
And all of this is happening while we in slavery.
While we in slavery.
Yep.
And look at all the acreages is increasing.
Stop at 1823. Stop right there. Now remember what happened in 1823. You good. Remember what happened.
Yep.
The Monroe Doctrine.
Yeah. Yep.
He said, hey, if you over here, you cool. If you colonize from this point, you all right.
Because you had some people that like somebody who owned like the French. Was it the French? They
Yes.
owned Louisiana.
Yes, they had all Mexico. We looking at this as visual as these states in Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada. All this was still a part of Mexico at this time.
Yep.
It wasn't carved out until the Monroe Doctrine came. You understand? Go ahead. Watch this. These people are the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Oh, they're going
now you start seeing. Hold on. Now you start seeing orange.
And small ass
Small.
That's 18.
Look up in but hold on. Look up in New York. Yeah. Look over there in New York.
Oh yeah, you see like 2, 3.
You see little specks.
Small. That's where they said they sold the land for beans or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. That's 1837.
Yes. Go ahead, play. Look at this, man.
Some in Kansas.
These are the devil. These people are the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Yeah. Pushed them up in the Dakotas.
Pushed them all the way up in Montana. Who the hell want to be up in Montana?
Man.
Cold as hell.
Hey, Cap, and when we get to 1899, that's when the $5 Indians started coming to effect. So once you establish these reservations, now we're starting to put $5 Indians on them.
You see the reservations,
and they
you caught it.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, damn.
Right. Go back, because you might have missed it.
Yeah.
I'm watching this last night. I'm like, bro, these folks are the devil.
Yeah, they the devil.
As you watching it, look at the reservations.
Yeah.
What they call them?
Go ahead.
Indian givers.
Yeah.
Damn, that's where they came from.
When the blue disappeared, stop. Now you missed it. Because orange already didn't disappear just that fast. Look at this. This is the reservations right here.
Yep.
Play on. Watch them start disappearing.
Yep.
Now we need that. Now we need that.
Right.
Now we need that.
Damn.
Now we need that.
Yep. Damn, that was a big ass.
You see this?
Yep.
This Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
And that's why you don't go by no damn apology.
Yeah.
It's like you said, they get down crying, I'm sorry. No, they're lying.
They're lying.
Because they had treaties with us.
Yes.
A treaty ain't supposed to be broken. That's supposed to be their land.
Right.
But they broke it. They're liars.
Yes.
They're liars.
And I'm going to show you because, listen, in the Civil War, right, as they fighting for the land, when you pick up at the end of that video, they started fighting to so-called emancipate the black folks. I want y'all to see who was actually fighting in the Civil War.
Break it out, Cap.
Yep.
Go to the book. Go back to the book. I think you had it. The next one.
Talk about 300 white men.
Let's scroll in if you can. Go in. Plug us in.
It's crazy you said that. That is where that term Indian giver came from.
Yeah, that's where it's came from.
Indian giver.
Read that title. Is it on the screen?
No.
The American Jewish Album.
You gonna say something?
But they try to make it as a bad light on the Indians. When they say Indian giver, like the Indians are taken back, but it's really them.
Yeah.
The American Jewish Album, 1654 to the present.
Okay, so this is a book, the American Jewish Album. Again, this is for white eyes only. This is just documenting their history for their kids to see. And they just leave it laying around, and then they didn't expect the old little Negro to come open up the damn book.
We didn't expect you niggas to be free at this time.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be
book.
free. Watch this. Can you get a little closer? Can you expand it? Can you read that on the side?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see.
Reactions to General Grant.
No. Just show the picture. We ain't got a lot of time. Look at this photo. Read under that. The Jewish Union. Go ahead, read that.
Jewish Union soldiers.
What did it say?
Jewish Union soldiers in Georgia about 1865.
So you mean to tell me in the Union they had Jewish soldiers?
Yep. Jewish soldiers.
Go ahead.
Thousands of Jewish soldiers fought on both sides during the Civil War.
Wait a minute. It said it fought on both sides. So they was in the Union.
Yep.
And they was in the Confederacy.
They owned slaves.
They owned slaves.
They owned slaves.
Damn.
Fighting on both. So this is white on white crime.
White on white.
They say, hey, we may fight each other, but we still know who the main enemy is.
Right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Here, we can see Jewish soldiers who were members of the Union Army being visited by some of their southern Jewish relatives.
Damn.
In Doughty County, Georgia.
This is in Georgia. All these Jews had a part. Their hands, their tentacles is all in America.
Oh yeah.
You understand? A lot of these cities that we see now, the New Yorks, the Pennsylvanias, Virginia, all these little states and these little towns that have popped up.
Yeah.
They were started by Jewish men. Started a lot of these towns and just asked me to prove it. We got it. We ain't showing everything, but we got it. It shows you that they started a lot of these towns.
It shows you that the Civil War was not about freeing the slaves.
No,
not at all.
It said the Northern Jewish, the Northern Union Jewish family from the Southern, the Confederate visiting them.
Right.
Yes.
That's how you know it's not about slaves.
You got to remember Abraham Lincoln's quote.
Yeah.
He said, if I could save the Union without freeing the slaves, I would.
I would. It had nothing to do with
black
us.
people.
Go to the next page.
Somebody said they stole that teepee they standing in front of.
They stole every damn thing.
They on the reservation right now.
These are read that. These are they ships.
Dutch merchant ships, 17th century. In 1654, 23 Jews from Brazil landed in New Amsterdam, established the first Jewish community.
And what year?
1854.
I think that's
1654.
1654. They was establishing Jewish communities. Why? Because their father came over here and discovered it.
Yep.
Christopher Columbus.
Hey, Kat, would that be one of the reasons why almost every state you go to, you got like a Zion or a
Yes.
Bethlehem or
Bring it out.
Yes.
something like that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In North America, in 1655, the Dutch West India Company decreed that Jews could remain over the protest of Governor Peter.
I think it might have cut off. Go ahead. But this is those are these are their ships. These are their ships. And guess who was on the bottom of those ships?
Precious cargo.
Precious cargo.
Yep.
The silver and the gold, the children of Judah and Jerusalem was on these ships.
Yep.
And the Negro talk about ain't no slave ships. They didn't have no ships back there. Nigga, you stupid. You stupid.
Black lips.
And you stupid if you think Northern Kingdom didn't go on slave ships.
Right.
Bring it out.
Go ahead. Go to the next one. Go to the next page.
Then after
think
that,
it's one more
Captain says,
page.
and remove them far from their land.
Right.
Where you get Indian removal acts and stuff like that.
Exactly.
America.
Give me the other brother. I mean this guy right here.
The devil.
This devil. And look at his name.
Stole a name too.
Judah P. Benjamin.
This will piss you off. This is why. Remember what Christ said, because I know Negroes forgot. Revelations 2:9 again.
Yeah.
Revelations 2:9 again.
The book of Revelations. Chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Which he's calling himself Judah P. Benjamin.
Damn. He calling himself a Jew.
And you know what? You know what's heavy about this? About his name? He knew who was conquered. The southern kingdom was conquered.
Yep.
He knew that the southern kingdom was called Judah, the kingdom of Judah. It was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi,
Right.
the southern kingdom. This is why, get that in Revelations one quick. It just popped in my mind. Revelations, the third of heaven.
I got you, Cap.
12, right?
12, yes, sir.
Yep.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 4. Start up.
No, start at verse. Yeah, start at verse 4.
Verse 4. And
start at verse 3.
Verse 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon.
Talking about Esau, Herod. Go ahead.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Go ahead.
And 7 crowns upon his head.
Watch what he would do.
And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven.
His tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven. The stars of heaven is representing the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yep.
And he drew up the third part, 3, meaning 3 of the tribes. Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Those are the southern kingdom.
Yep.
And then took their names. Now he's calling, they named themselves Judah, Benjamin during this time.
Yep.
And think about it. A lot of Edomite kids that you run into, what's the names that they're bearing?
Benjamin.
Matthew.
Yep.
Ezekiel,
Malachi.
Luke, Malachi.
Yep.
You understand? Ain't nobody named Obadiah.
Nope.
No.
Ain't ran across not one
Not one
Obadiah. It's like they just skip over Obadiah. Yeah, this Joel, this Micah. You understand?
We don't want that book.
You don't want that book. But they bear their names as it was yesterday. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Yep.
As it is today. All right. Was
Hey.
that it on that?
No, sir.
Go ahead. I got you.
And this tells you the third part of the stars of heaven. And did cast them to the earth.
Meaning they took them into captivity, cast them to the earth. Go ahead.
And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered.
So this was all prophecy. What are you seeing? You understand? Them conquering the southern kingdom of our people. All right? You was going to say something else?
Yeah, and you think about this too, like this is what, 1655, right?
Right, during that time.
During that time, when they was bringing the slaves over, they had manifestations about who all was on these slave ships, and we had Hebrew names at that time. So they started destroying our Hebrew names, and then they took them on.
Taking them. Because right here, when we read this, go back to that book. This right here is in 1800s, during the Confederate, during the Civil War. Watch, go ahead.
Judah P. Benjamin, undated, Judah P. Benjamin, who served as the Secretary of War and then Secretary of State for the Confederacy.
Go ahead.
Became the
He was a Secretary of War and a Secretary of State for the Confederacy.
High position.
High positions. Go ahead.
Became the popular scapegoat for the South's military failures.
They was blaming him. They blamed him for the North beating them. For the Jews in the Union beating, destroying them. Go ahead.
As a result of his role as Secretary of War, he was called the Judas Iscariot.
He was called the what?
The Judas Iscariot Benjamin.
He was called Judas Iscariot Benjamin.
Dang.
Bro, you cannot make this stuff up, bro. And this stuff is documented in they white eyes only books.
Yep.
But this is what we got to bring out, man. We got to bring out and let you know. Guess what? These people had a part. They was working hand in hand. These Jews and Jesuit priests working hand in hand to destroy us. All right, to that doctrine of discovery. Go to the next book. We almost done.
They're like the same them suiting Jews were today.
Got 30 more.
Y'all have some videos, right?
Yeah. It's just some Jesuit priests.
Pull that video up. Pull it up right quick before we jump into this. Actually, no. Go ahead. Go back to that book, and then we'll get that video. Make sure you drop it so he'll know what it is.
Okay.
Chosen people from the Caucasus.
Just go into it. Rotate it.
Today, a large number of black Americans think of the Jews as people of the book, and they look more favorable on them than on other Caucasians.
This is the mindset of the Negro in America. When we look at these Jewish men, can you hold this and pull up one of them devil Jews? And all black. I remember when we went to New York. That's the spirit of the Lord, bro. When we went up to New York for the Barclay Blitz, simultaneously they having a damn rally, a devil rally.
Yeah.
You understand? And all them damn devils on they buses, they get bussed in. See, we taking long ass trips. We in Toyotas, Honda's Accord, driving 17 hours.
Yeah.
They in what you call them? The
charter buses.
The charter buses.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about damn, what was that movie? They took the damn charter bus. Get on the bus. Was that the name of the movie? Get on the bus. Remember they was in that broke down ass charter bus? Nah, not one of them. I'm talking about update, air work, everything. Kitchen, all in it, bathroom is working, fully functional charter bus.
Yeah.
They had to ride next to the prophets of God.
Damn.
And hear the chants, we are the damn real Jews.
Right.
Put him on, that's him right there. Put him on the screen. Put the devil up there. Click on him. I want him in, click on him. Can you click on him? Nah, just go back. I'm asking too much. All right, just scroll down a little bit. Scroll down. Yeah, them right there. These men right here, they have portrayed themselves as the Jews. And a lot of people, when our people see them, they look on them with more compassion, more favorable than regular Caucasians. Why?
The hell is this?
Why? When they was the ones fighting to keep your black behind in slavery.
And still are.
And still are. And then they own all the media that's giving you your thoughts, your mindset. These people have their hand in your destruction, man.
look, they look at them more favorable than themselves, than their own damn self.
Go back to that book.
I
Go back to that book. Before we get that, go back. Yep.
Today, a large number of black Americans think of the Jews as people of the book, and they look more favorable on them than other Caucasians.
Go ahead.
These poorly informed blacks
Damn.
do not know that the Jews of Europe played the same role in their enslavement, oppression, and colonization as other Europeans.
This is what you got to know. They played the same part, just like the rest of these Europeans. They was all of them is on the same page. Go down. Read that in the green.
As financiers and insurers of European maritime commerce, a commerce largely focused on the slave trade for
Talking
3
about
centuries.
boats for the Negroes. Talking about boats. Go ahead.
Jewish mercantile houses amassed vast fortunes in both Europe and North America. Fortunes that were often interrelated by family and marital ties.
Marital ties, go ahead.
In Europe, conversos operating out of Madrid and civil handled the business of Spanish slaving. Handled the business of Spanish slaving. Jews openly operating in Amsterdam served the financial needs of Protestant slavers.
Go ahead. And the Protestants, they the ones that took out the Apocrypha out the Bible.
Yes, sir.
The Protestants are the ones that took out the Apocrypha out the Bible. You know that little red book they say that ain't canon.
Right.
That ain't canon. Why wouldn't you want to read? Why would you take the Apocrypha out of the Bible? You have to ask yourself that question.
Yep.
Because it illustrates your rise, Esau's rise and authority on this earth. You understand? When you go into the book of the Maccabees, it lets you know who's ruling. Alexander the Great, how they came into rulership, the Maccabean revolt, all that information. The Greeks, who are the real Greeks?
Yeah.
So you get confused when you go into Paul's letters and he's talking about there's no difference between the Jew and the Greek. Because you don't know, okay, well, where these damn Greeks come from?
Right.
They came from out of the book of the Maccabees, that history. That history.
Hey, Cap, that also comes from why Christianity is one of the main religions pushed all over the world, because they wanted everybody to have one main thought process.
Right.
And that's why Christianity has been pushed in the forefront.
Go ahead.
Hey, can you read that from that in Europe again?
In Europe, conversos operating out of Madrid and Seville handled the business of Spanish slaving.
So it's saying in Europe, operating out of Madrid and Seville. That's in Spain, right? That's Spain. Yes, so how did they become conversos? Remember, we was dwelling in Spain before. And they kicked us out, showing you that the slave trade started where? They started kicking us out of Spain and enslaving us there.
Yep.
And you got other books where all the rest of the European powers, they was questioning, like, bro, why are these damn Caucasians, why are they taking on the nationality of the Israelites?
Yeah. They said they took on the Negro's religion.
You taking on the Negro religion when they being persecuted by everybody around them.
Yep.
Why would you take on this religion of all religions? Because Amalek knew what the hell they was doing.
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead. Was that it on that book?
Nah, it was still more.
And these brothers back here just clicking, clicking.
In America, a flourishing Jewish financial community centered mainly in Newport, Rhode Island, financed and insured slaving voyages by Yankee captains.
They financed and insured. If anything happened, we'll take on the monetary costs.
They was double dipping.
They was double dipping. Damn. They financed and got insurance
policies.
Same as a rapper today. Finance your ass and got an insurance policy waiting just in case a nigga want to pop you coming out of the club while you rapping about murder.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Right.
Nothing has changed. All right, you got that? Go ahead. We'll go ahead with your video.
Yeah, so y'all remember, I know some of y'all probably remember they had the Netflix special of Yasuke dealing with the black samurai. So this is going into that. Go ahead, push play.
I am Japan's first black samurai. My name is Yasuke. I am believed to be the first and only black samurai to have ever existed. I was born in Mozambique in the late 16th century and was brought to Japan as a slave by Jesuit missionaries. In Japan, I served as a retainer and weapon bearer to the powerful
pause it
daimyo
right quick.
Oda Nobunaga.
So it said he was sold into slavery by Jesuit priests. And remember, he was in Mozambique. That's East Africa. And that's during the time of the sub-Saharan slave trade, like you read that scripture in Joel. Remember, the Arabs, they were selling us to everybody.
Yep.
They were selling us to the Chinese. They were selling us to the Japanese. And that's how he ended up in Japan, because he was sold by a Jesuit priest. Go ahead.
Nobunaga, who was intrigued by my dark skin and towering height. When he first saw me, he thought that my skin must have been colored with black ink. He had me stripped from the waist up and made me scrub my skin. But I was still black, of course. He soon made me his personal attendant and granted me the status of samurai. I fought alongside him in several battles, including the Battle of Tenmokuzen, where we emerged victorious. My status as a samurai, however, was not well received by everyone. Some of the traditional samurai saw me as an outsider, and my presence threatened their beliefs about purity and social hierarchy. When Oda Nobunaga was betrayed and killed by one of his own generals, I was forced to flee, and my fate beyond that point is unknown. I may be a lesser-known figure in history, but my story is one that deserves to be heard. It is a testament to the resilience and strength of the human spirit,
That's it.
as well as a reminder that.
But just showing you how them Jesuit priests, they was going to Africa, they was selling us everywhere. Selling us everywhere. I dropped some more videos too. If you want to go to them other videos, Cap, I dropped some of yours too.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the one.
But that goes into also the Willie Lynch letters, if you think about it, because they took this man from Africa who was big, he was strong, and he could fight, and then they took his mindset to now he's worshiping and serving the people who enslaved him to fight for them.
Yep.
The same thing they was doing to us. They would they would make us physically strong but mentally weak. It's the same thing.
Christopher Columbus did not discover America.
They pissed.
How you can discover a place where the inhabitants are watching you arrive from the shore. There are actually many other mariners before Columbus that discovered America as well. Decades earlier, even eons earlier, many of these pre-Columbian explorers might have come from Africa. Columbus himself was aware that African mariners had preceded him. In his diary of his second voyage, Columbus tells of how the natives of Hispaniola actually had given him gold-tipped metal spearheads that they said were brought by black-skinned people who had come in large boats from the south and southeast. Coincidence? I think not. No.
They mad.
They pissed off.
They pissed off. They pissed off.
Go ahead.
Judas Iscariot, Benjamin.
In 1493, Columbus stole all he could see. Now, Columbus continued going around whimsically renaming every island he could find. That the origin of these many place names and botanical names in Mesoamerica actually sounded distinctly like other languages in Africa. The presence of certain plants that predated Columbus but originated in Africa. For example, the calabash bottle gourds on the Congo estuary. The Portuguese, like Captain Pereira, had heard that African traders were visiting Brazil in the mid-1400s. Islamic historian Amir Hajib reported that voyages west from Mali, taking the Canary Current up and around, and then they go over they fall off the edge of the earth, and then they come back and they make landfall back again in Cape Verde. Constantine Ravenous reported seeing blacks upon reaching the New World. Evidence, including pre-Columbian African skeletons, which have been found throughout the Americas.
Stop. You heard what he just said? He said pre-Columbian. He said, look, they reported when they got to the shores of America, the first people they encountered was black folks.
Black folks.
Was black folks.
Yep.
Why? Because our Northern Kingdom brothers, y'all was black at one time.
Yes.
Right. I know y'all want to think that y'all white. Y'all good white folks.
Yeah.
I know.
Stop it.
I know. Light skin. I know. You think you
Especially
got
Issachar.
good skin. No.
Long hair.
Long hair.
I know. No. Listen. Something happened. Your ancestors was raped and robbed, and that's why you have the complexion that you have.
Yes.
And this is why the Lord said, now we like a speckled bird.
Right.
You understand? We like a speckled bird because why? We was conquered. We was conquered.
Strangers.
As well as you light-skinned Negroes that think you got, you remember Negroes always had, I got Indian in my blood.
Right.
Always.
Right.
You was a Buffalo soldier. You ain't no damn Indian in your blood.
Hey, Cat, can I show what a so-called Mexican looked like before Columbus came over here?
Go ahead.
Hey, type in Olmec. Olmec. This is what a so-called Mexican looked like.
Hey, even in deep Mexico, you still got them that color too.
Yeah.
Hey, this what your great-great-grandpa looked like, Jonah. Right here. Look. See that big Negro nose?
No.
That's how y'all was looking. See them lips? That's how y'all was looking, bro.
Damn.
And that's in Mexico.
Yeah, they look like Soldier Gamaliel.
Those
bro.
were made.
Put the camera on.
Put the camera on. Put some dreads on it. Look like Soldier Gamaliel. And that's how the Mexicans was looking before Columbus and them came over here.
Hell no.
You go back.
Now, I want to show, last thing before we leave, not only did they change our heritage, our nationality, they also changed different things about the Bible. They didn't change the Bible. They taught different things. They put different things into law. I didn't send you this. I'm about to send y'all this right now. Hold on. Bear with me. Plug us in while I'm doing this.
Yeah. So we had a few, but make sure y'all are subscribing to the channel.
Just sent it.
Come on, IUIC Kansas City. You already here. Just hit the subscribe button.
Now watch this. Let's pull this book up. This is for all you Negroes that's still in Christianity.
Sunday worship.
Sunday worship. Go ahead. Is it on the screen? Let us know. Go ahead.
National Sunday Law.
Okay.
Forces unite amidst stupendous crisis.
Okay. Let's go into the book.
Stupendous.
Let's read yellow.
The change of the fourth commandment was attempted gradually over a period of time, so as not to arouse anyone.
You see this? The change of the fourth commandment. Because now I know. Listen, my brothers and sisters that's in Christianity, you might not know what the fourth commandment is. You know what I'm saying? I understand. So we're going to go to Exodus chapter 20. Give me what the fourth commandment is. Matter of fact, never mind. Go. Give me what the fourth commandment is. I was going to ask the people, you know what I'm saying? But, the people might not. I don't want to embarrass nobody. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 20.
You know, Yona, you know what the fourth commandment is? Okay, all praises, bro. All praises. I was about to throw a phone over there, bro. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Remember the Sabbath day.
To keep it holy.
That's the fourth commandment. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. The Lord had to say, remember this thing so we could keep it holy. Because why? There's laws how to keep the Sabbath day holy.
Right.
So and now go back to the book before we make that statement. So they said the fourth commandment, they gradually changed. They attempted to change it over time so they wouldn't arouse anyone. But go ahead.
But the change is a masterpiece of Satan's work.
Of whose work?
Satan's work.
It's a masterpiece of Satan's work. Believe it or not, Satan's spirit is in the earth.
Yes.
Yep.
And it has blinded the minds of our people and of the world.
Yep.
Go ahead. Because of why? Because of unbelief. Because nobody wants to actually apply what the Bible says. We got the Bible in our hands, and I'm talking about those that are without, know they Israel and not. They're sitting in these Christian churches. You got the Bible in your hand, but you're not applying nothing. Nothing. And because of that reason, this Satan right here, he has you in the damn trick bag.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Get ready for a shock. The following mind-boggling statements were made by church authorities and are documented.
Go ahead.
Question. Have you any other way of proving that the church, Roman Catholic, has power to institute festivals of precept? Answer. Has she not such power? She could not have done that in which all modern religionists agree with her.
She is talking about the Roman Catholic Church. Go ahead.
She could not have substituted the observance of Sunday, the first day of the week.
The what?
The first day of the week.
Because when we ask the average person on the streets, what's the first day of the week?
Yep.
Ignorantly, our people say Monday.
Yes.
Yep. Ignorantly. You understand? Because this is how we grew up in society. We know more about the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
The damn Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm trying to think of an NBA team right now. The New York Knicks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The Los Angeles Lakers. We know more about them than we know about our history.
Right.
Our history. Right? About different things that we deal with every day.
Yeah.
You're talking about just going to work. Yeah, this is the first day of this top of the week. No, nigga, this is the second day.
Right.
Go ahead.
She could not have substituted the observance of Sunday,
Go ahead.
the first day of the week, for the observance of Saturday, the seventh day, a change for which there is no scriptural authority.
No scriptural authority to change this.
None.
Remember, the Bible's all through the script. Give me that in Deuteronomy. Is it chapter 4?
Yep.
And then I want it out of the New Testament and Revelations.
Hey, you know what's
I think it's like 4 and 1 and 2.
What's so cunning about Esau too? They call Saturday and Sunday what? The weekend.
Yes.
That's
That's
something so
bruh.
subtle.
Dang.
Bruh, and we don't even be thinking
We don't
about
even
it.
get- dang.
The weekend.
The
It's not
weekend.
bruh. Wow, bro. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
Ye shall not add unto the word.
You should not do what?
Ye shall not add unto the word.
You cannot add unto God's words. He said, remember the Sabbath, keep it holy. 6 days you labored, the 7th day you rest. The 7th day is the Sabbath. Don't add to the word, read.
Which I command you.
Which the Lord commanded. Go ahead.
Neither shall ye diminish aught from it.
And you can't take away from it. You can't go in and change different things.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That ye may keep the commandments of the Lord.
Because if you change anything, you're not keeping the commandments of the Lord. Now you are in the midst of sin. Now they might I hear Christian. That's the Old Testament. That's the Old Testament. Give me Revelations. Same thing.
Revelation chapter 22 and verse 19.
Go ahead.
And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy,
Go ahead.
God shall take away his part.
God should do what?
Take away his part.
So you wonder why in Exodus, when he said, I declared the end from the beginning, you wonder why he said, I'm going to take away Amalek from the face of the earth? Because he knew that he was going to come and do a lot of atrocious things. One of them was the changing of laws, the changing of the people. You understand? The covenant of a nation, of
fields.
lands, fields,
Yep.
all this. You understand? This is why he said, man, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take your name from under heaven. Go ahead.
God shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Go ahead.
And out of the
book of life. That should make your teeth white when you read that. Ain't no way you can be depressed when you read some stuff like that. You can't be depressed.
You cannot be depressed.
Every Edomite that you see, encounter, you just know the Lord has decreed.
Yes.
And you can't add to it or take away from it.
Should make your
He's
teeth
going
white.
to be exonerated. No, hold on.
No.
Annihilate.
Extinct.
Woo, hell no.
Extinct.
Go ahead.
It's Monday.
Extinct.
Yep.
Go ahead.
God
You said it's
shall-
Monday. Go ahead.
God shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Yes, sir.
And out of the holy city.
Go ahead.
And from the things which are written in this book.
From the things that are written in this book. All right, go back. Go back to the book.
She could not have substituted the observance of Sunday, the first day of the week, for the observance of Saturday, the seventh day, a change for which there is no scriptural authority, a doctrinal catechism by Stephen Kennan, page 174.
Go ahead.
Incredible.
Go ahead. Nah, go back. We ain't done with it.
Incredible. The Catholic Church declared Cardinal Gibbons, by virtue of her divine mission, changed the day from Saturday to Sunday.
It says the virtue of her divine, this was her divine mission, was to do what? As Daniel says, they sought to change times, laws. That was divine. That was already written. Go ahead.
To wear out the saints.
To wear out the saints. Go ahead.
Again, the question is asked to them. Question, which is the Sabbath day?
Well, what's the Sabbath day?
Answer, Saturday is the Sabbath
The
day.
white man.
He knows.
He knows. Go ahead.
Question. Why do we observe Sunday?
Well, why the hell you observing Sunday instead of Saturday? Go ahead.
Instead of Saturday. Answer. We observe Sunday instead of Saturday because the Catholic Church.
Because of who?
The Catholic Church.
Because of the Catholic Church. So when we go to these churches and we say, listen, you following the so-called white man. No, I'm not. No, I don't have no white images up of Caesar Borgia in my church. You go to church on Sunday.
Right.
The reason why you're going to church is because a white man told you to.
Right. Doctrine.
The Roman Catholic, damn, that bomb, bro, that was a dud. That will not be going down at the end of days. I need you to get your mind all the way right over there. Thank you, brother. Give me another one, brother.
Another one.
Just to make sure that everything is, the fusion is working.
Right.
The fusion of that bomb.
Safety. Yes. Come on.
Take the safety off.
Take the safety off. Damn. All right, read that again.
Answer. We observe Sunday instead of Saturday because the Catholic Church. In the Council of Laodicea.
This is why people still go to church on Sunday, and we letting you know you following the so-called white man. Yep. You're following the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And these people are working hand in hand in your destruction. There's no separating of the two.
None.
Edom is Esau. He is who he is. He is the devil. Watch this. Give me 2 Corinthians.
Bring it out.
I think that was it on that. Now go to the next page. I want the next page. I like this page too.
Do church authorities acknowledge that there is no commandment in the Bible for the sanctification of Sunday? They do. Look at this.
Watch this.
Catholic Cardinal Gibbons.
So he's asking a question. Do they acknowledge that it ain't no precepts to show that you can change the Sabbath to a Sunday? They asking the Catholic Church. He said, yeah, they know this. They understand this. This is the response. Go ahead.
In Faith of Our Fathers, page 111 said, you may read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, and you will not find a single line authorizing the sanctification of Sunday.
Damn, go ahead.
The scriptures enforce the religious observance of Saturday, a day which we never sanctified.
A day which we never separated.
Damn.
The Catholic Church, a day which we never sanctified. And guess what? You damn Christians, y'all don't sanctify your own damn day.
Right.
Bring it out.
Because you got to think about it. On Sunday, it's laws that you can't cook on the Sabbath day. You can't work on the Sabbath day. It's laws. You say, okay, every day is the Sabbath day. So why the hell are you cooking? Why the hell you having a fish fry, cooking catfish in the bottom of the damn church if Sunday is supposed to be your Sabbath day?
Right.
You're not even sanctifying it.
Cat, remember in Exodus, he said, I made this day is a covenant between the children of Israel.
Yeah. This is why they had to change it.
Yes.
Because the Negroes don't understand the significance in the Sabbath day.
At all.
That's a covenant, like you said, that's a covenant between us and God right there.
Yep.
Every week he's showing us and letting us know what is paradise, what we have to look for in the next realm. That's what he's showing us. Rest. I'm giving you rest every week. This is when you wake up in the morning and you ain't got to do nothing. And you just feel like, this is a good day.
Good day.
That's paradise right
Bring
there.
it out.
That's a covenant between me and you.
Yes.
So what you're saying is when Christians defile the Sabbath day today, they're saying they are comfortable in America.
They comfortable in America.
This is their paradise.
And Esau is saying they never going to come down. You're never going to make me a widow. But little do he know.
Scriptures will come to pass.
Read.
Amazing. You see, in the Council of Trent, 1545 AD.
When white people were ruling, go ahead.
Church leaders ruled that tradition is as of a great authority as the Bible.
Can you see this? They always was putting in laws. Our tradition is has just as much authority as the Bible. Who the hell taught you that?
Right.
Who told you that? When you read the scripture earlier, why do you break my commandments by your traditions? This is why we read these things to you Christians, to let you know, man, listen, you are in full-fledged idolatry. Right. And you have to come out of these churches. You got to come out of society, period. The way of thinking in society, period. And you understand? Give me that in 2 Corinthians. We almost done. Y'all got something?
I was about to say, and the reason why a lot of black folks really don't know, because it says, you see in the Council of Trent, 1545, black people was enslaved. So now when you start opening the Bible, you not knowing in the past that the Sabbath was on Saturday. You thinking your whole life from you born to the time you're an adult that the Sabbath is on Sunday because you've been indoctrinated. But this happened 400 or 500 years ago.
Right.
You want 6 or 11, Cap?
I want verse 1. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 1.
Gotcha. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not.
This is why we can't faint, brothers and sisters. Because why? The Lord has given us this ministry. This ministry is to do what? First and foremost, to restore the 12 tribes of Israel and to reveal who the wicked is. And all his acts. We're putting him on notice. That's what the saying. Remember, we ain't read the sayings of the Seers scripture in a minute, bro. We've been neglecting. But that's what it is. This is what the prophet's job. This is why we've been sit down back to this earth. We can't faint. Go ahead.
But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty.
We have to declare. When it says renounce, that means declare the hidden things of dishonesty. How they got their wealth in this country was by dishonest. But you cannot make something that's unclean and turn it to clean.
Bring it out.
You can never change Thanksgiving into a damn holiday, a holy day. You can't do that. You understand? Because the Lord said that's something in dishonesty. And the prophets, you have to renounce that thing. You got to declare it. Go ahead.
Not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of God deceitfully.
That's what the Roman Catholic Church has done. When you sitting in church on a Sunday, you're handling the word of God with deceit. You saying that they have just as much authority as God. And they don't. Every day is not a damn high holy day. The Lord said, just like today, why we so damn tired, because it's an ordinary day. This is an ordinary day. You understand? Go ahead.
Nor handling the word of God deceitfully.
So you can't handle the word of God deceitfully and add and take away your thoughts and your opinions. Go ahead.
But by manifestation of the truth.
But by what?
But by manifestation of the truth.
You have to manifest the truth on this earth. You have to magnify, just like Christ. We following the footsteps of Christ. Christ said, I came back and I magnify the law. This is what we doing today. We are magnifying God's laws on this earth. And the atrocities that the so-called white man, whose name is Esau, Edom, Idumeum, you understand, the devil, Satan. Give me some other names.
The Pale Man.
The Pale Man. You understand? We have to bring forth the wicked. We got to bring forth what he did, his crimes. Because so he could get just payment for them. The scriptures, it describes the payment for Esau. If you lead a man into captivity, you gotta go into captivity.
Must.
If you must. I'm sorry, I forgot that word. Must go into captivity.
No options.
If you lead him, if you kill him with a sword, you must be killed with the sword.
Bring it out.
That's the patience of the saints. Go ahead.
Captain, that was the same from Genesis to Revelation.
And that's the same from Genesis to Revelations. Go ahead.
Walking in
Go ahead.
not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of God deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience.
It says, and you have to commit yourselves to every man's conscience, the people around you. When we got this ministry, don't faint. Just renounce. Renounce the hidden things of corruptions. And you got a commitment to your nations. When a Negro read this in church, they don't know what the hell they reading. Paul is telling you right here, you got a commitment to those in Corinth right here. To the ones that's around you to renounce, to stand up against the workers of sin. That's it. Go ahead.
Commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of God.
Go ahead.
But if our gospel be hid.
But if a nigga don't understand what we talking about, go ahead.
It is hid to them that are lost.
It's hid because you lost. You lost in the world. Your mind has gone too far in society. Go ahead.
In whom the God of this world.
Who is the God of this world? Give me Job 9:24 just real fast. Whom the God of this world.
The man you make your flesh.
The man you made your flesh, your armor. We always ran to Egypt. Go ahead.
Job chapter 9 and verse 24.
Who's the God of this world?
the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
He is the God of this world, the wicked. He rules this world. Yep. He rules the media, entertainment. He put Sexy Red in front of us. Ain't nothing sexy about that species.
Boy, ain't no way.
That specimen.
That specimen. It's nothing at all. You understand? And you got. I seen a damn TikTok video. We almost done. I seen a TikTok video where the elementary school teacher is talking about ski to get her damn kids under control. Yep. Elementary. How they know this? How they know this song?
That's crazy.
You understand? Because they parents is sitting here unfit, driving to work, blasting it loud 8 in the morning before they get to school. So they know all. That's all they know is ski into the beat. You understand? That's crazy. This is what we gotta renounce. We gotta come out of it. Watch this. Go back to Corinthians. This is why the Lord has said, you blinded by the God of this world, the wicked. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
If you don't believe these scriptures, belief is an action word. If you don't apply these scriptures, the Lord said, the God of this world, he got your mind. He has blinded you. All right, you are out here without a purpose. You are out here without an identity, without a culture. The culture that you think that you have was given to you. It was financed by the same folks who fought on both sides of they fought on both sides of the world and financed it. Right. Just like they do all other wars. Yeah. It's big business.
They created the problem and creted the solution.
Wow. Drop a bomb, send in the Red Cross.
Thank you. Go ahead. We almost done.
Verse
4.
In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them.
This is what we're trying to get to our people. We want this light, this glorious light. It's nothing. I was telling these brothers the other day, like, bro, we are able to go into this Bible and break this Bible down, precept upon precept, and then match the prophecies up with life, everyday life. Yep. We bringing this Bible to life. You remember when we was in the world, we was reading this, and we didn't know what the hell was going on. Nope. I used to read this. You know, when you make a mistake, that's the only time you open up the Bible. Yep. I remember I made a crazy mistake. Came home, opened up the Bible. I started writing down transgressions, iniquity. I didn't know looking up these definitions. Yep. All the meanwhile, I'm going to church. I'm going to church, and nobody explained none of this to us. This is why you got to come out the world so you can receive this glorious gospel, this light, and you won't be blinded in society, bro. You understand? Was that it on that?
Yes, sir.
I want you to read down to verse 6, man.
Verse 5. For we preach not ourselves, but Christ Jesus the Lord.
This is not about us. This is not about man. This is about Christ. Christ's true image, his heritage, his people, you understand, his will. This is what we preaching. Go ahead.
And ourselves, your servants, for Jesus' sake.
And we are your servants. This is why this is why a lot of us is sacrificing time. Yep. You got brothers that ain't sacrificing a damn thing
at all,
and think that you're gonna get the kingdom. Yep. I'm dead tired right now.
Only thing them brothers sacrificing is an arm holding that baby.
It's an arm. Damn. This brother crazy as hell. Read on, bro.
Come on, verse 6.
Come on. Go ahead.
For God, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, hath shined in our hearts.
It's shining in our hearts, read.
To give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ.
This is what it's all about right here. Shine this light of this glorious gospel. To put this in your mind. When it's talking about the heart, it's talking about your mind. Yep. That's what we about. You understand? That's our what did you say? The mission statement?
Yeah. The mission statement.
What is IUIC about? Man, we trying to get this glorious gospel into the minds of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Yep. So you could come out of these Christian churches. You could come out of them Jewish synagogues. Right. Amari Stoudemire, and understand that you are the real children of God.
That's right.
All right? All praises to the Father. All praises. Lord's will. You got something out? You say what?
You want that 2 Kings?
Yeah, let's go and get it, bro. We ain't read it in a minute, bro.
2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 13.
We ain't getting no claps, man. I know, bro. I know. It's
claps.
all good,
There was
bro.
no
It's all good, bro.
Nothing.
It's one of them days, man.
Just one of them days.
Go ahead.
Yet the Lord testified against Israel.
But the Lord is testifying against you back there, brother.
And against Judah.
And against you damn Judites. Go ahead.
By all the prophets.
Go ahead.
And by all the seers, saying, turn ye from your evil ways.
What do he want us to do?
Turn ye from your evil ways.
He want us to turn from our evil ways. Get your minds right. We got Day of Atonement coming up.
Yes, sir.
A lot of our people don't even know what Day of Atonement is. That is up on us. We got Tabernacles coming up. He said, get your mind right. Come back to the laws and understand this is our culture. This is our history. And we testifying about it. Once you get in front of Christ in that day, it ain't going to be no excuses. Go ahead.
And keep my commandments
Go ahead.
and my statutes according to all the law which I commanded your fathers.
According to the law which he commanded our fathers. So all praises to the Most High. We pray again. All right. We pray that we get something out of these classes that we put in, these shows that we putting together. All praises. Hey, I'm Captain of Red. We got
Officer Benaiah,
Officer Abishai,
Also like him.
Shouts out to the IT team. Shouts out to y'all, man. All praises, y'all. All praises. Hey, with that, we say shalom.
Shalom. We are saying of the Seers.
I'm with IUIC.